Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video, and again I'm sharing a page that I've done using my new release with Funky Fossil, which is available on my website to pre-order and will be shipped on the 18th of March. So I'm starting off with a rainbow swipe of colour across my page using one of Dina's big wider brushes. And then I'm using some pieces of my collage paper, my Bright Botanicals collage paper that's in this new release. And I'm just adding some little pieces of one of the pages of the collage paper on top of my rainbow swipe that's gone across the page. This is an unusual page for me because I actually managed to leave some space on my page. I don't often do that, as you know. I often end up filling the entire page with colour and pattern. So yeah, this is an unusual one. So the collage papers in the Bright Botanicals new set that's been released with Funky Fossil have got so many different bright colourful pages in there. Lots of possibilities with those. So this is one of the new stencils. This is called Belief, and as you can see, it's got lots and lots of leaf shapes on it. Sarah's amazing design team over on Funky Fossil on their Facebook page have shared loads and loads of things that they've done with my new release, some amazing things, and I've just seen some fabulous things that they've done using this stencil too. But here I'm just using it to go across this swipe and just add some rainbow colours of leaves over the top, just to pull those colours forward again and add them over the top of the collage paper. So I'm kind of working my way along, turning and twisting the stencil just to get those leaves pointing different ways and adding my colour through. So each time I am changing my blending sponge and just going in and adding that colour. I'm using Dina Wakley's heavy body acrylic paints for this as well, in ruby, magenta, lemon lime, turquoise, and a bit later on I do some splatters with one of her gloss sprays in blackberry. So I've just added the leaves going across the page, and you can see, look, I've left that space. Isn't that amazing? I never managed to do that. So this is my dots and dashes stencil from one of my first releases, and I'm just using this to bring a bit more pattern onto my page as well. So then I'm using a Pilot black fine liner pen just to outline those leaves that I've added on using the Bee Leaf stencil. And that just helps to pop them forwards again into the foreground, draws a bit more attention to them. So I'm using quite loose, sketchy lines to draw around these. Don't want them to be particularly neat and tidy. You can see it does just pull them forwards out of the background. So then I decided I wanted to add some more pattern to the top of the page, that left-hand top corner, just to pull that red out a little bit more. So just using that same dots and dashes stencil again. And then I decided I was going to go in and just add some more lines on the leaves. I've also gone round one side of each leaf using a Tombow marker and just added a bit of a shadow around there too. This is my dot stamp that's in my journal mark stamp set. I use this so much. In fact, I think I use it on every journal page now. And I'm just using this to bring a bit of contrast onto my page and add some white into the page, because you can see that does just lift the page. It changes it already. Just those simple little white dots makes such a difference to how it's starting to look. It also helps to sort of soften those edges of my page design, really. I guess it just yeah, it does just soften it. So then this is another stamp that's in that journal mark stamp set, and using a pink stamping ink, came in the Art by Marlene calendar, Christmas calendar set, just to add another pop of colour on that page. So this is my Grow Positive stamp set that's in the new release, and I'm using this foliage stamp with some black archival ink, and I'm going to stamp that on some white printer paper, and I'm just going to have one of these stamped images on my page. I'm going to put it over on the left hand side of my page as well, just to add another focal point on there. So they are quite fiddly to cut out, but they do look so good once they're cut out, and it makes them stand out in a really nice, bold way. So one thing that I have seen done by other people with other stamps is to stamp them using embossing fluid onto some black cardstock, and then emboss them with some white embossing powder. They really stand out nicely. So you can see I stuck it in, and then I thought, it's getting a bit lost. So I went in with a little bit of white acrylic just to soften the background behind it, just to help pull that image forwards. And then I'm just using my little fine applicator tip bottle that I have filled with some clear glue, just to stick those little edges down. This is such an easy way to do it without getting your fingers completely stuck up with glue stick. So this is my favourite little hack, really, for sticking fiddly bits into my journal pages. Okay, and then I've also added some tiny black dots, as you can see, and I'm going in and just stamping some black circles onto my page too, using this cardboard tube. I've got a little pot that I keep on my desk with odds and ends of things that are quite useful for stamping with, just to add an extra pop to my page. Looking at this now, I'm actually thinking that this page could have done with one more circle just up at that top left sort of side of the page, just to balance it. Now it's really annoying me now that I've seen that. I'll probably go back and do that. So those are the blackberry splatters, and then I'm just stamping in. I've stamped one of the quotes from the Grow Positive stamp set onto white paper, and that is getting stuck on the page too. So that is pretty much it for this page. Don't forget you can pre-order this release on my website, artjournallove.com. I hope you found some inspiration from this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.